said the entertainer, and you are watching J. Ross TV. J. Ross, that's what it's short for.
What's up, y'all? This your boy J. Ross in St. Louis, hanging out with 3 of the finest musicians in the world, y'all. In here for Laval Belle's big CD release, y'all. We hanging out at Westside Missionary Baptist Church. Once again, I like to send a shout out to my 10 million viewers. Hey, got Laval Belle.
Hey.
My main man Jimmy. Hey, and my boy Mike.
What's up, world?
Quick story, y'all. Mike was here for the Church of God in Christ convention. Me and Aaron Mayfield was going to steal his shoes, but that's another story. Hey, Jimmy, you in St. Louis doing your release concert. Not Jimmy, Laval, you in St. Louis doing your release concert. Tell us about it, man.
St. Louis is my hometown.
Well, we know that.
Hometown. It can't be heritage without going to your roots. So
yeah.
We're doing this to bring awareness to old and new, bringing it together. We got folks like, of course, Michael Bereal.
Oh, yeah.
Singing and producing some of our music. And Jimmy Neuble always playing bass on all the CDs.
Oh, yeah.
Other folks like Jonathan Neuble. Tom Brown from Jamaican Funk.
Oh, yeah.
Andre Crouch and Makita Knight and a whole lot of others.
Man, where you get the money to pay all them folks, man?
I pray.
Hey, now, what's the name of the CD, Heritage? And
it's Heritage.
That's right, pick it up and show us. Now, what is it for on iTunes now?
Just go on iTunes and let the Lord use you.
Man, we want to know what it costs.
99 cents a song is all iTunes.
Yeah, because see, all my viewers, man, we got jobs, man. Yeah, okay. You know, shop at Walmart, you know, drink Pepsi Cola, eat pig feet. That type of stuff.
No, this is really nice.
Straight up?
Yeah, this is really
now, what brought it to your spirit, though, getting serious? What made you want to do a CD of this magnitude?
My background is jazz, gospel, and blues. I was a musical director for, like, Bette Miller, and I played drums with Earth, Wind & Fire and George Benson. I've got, like, a gospel and R&B background. I just think there is an absence of quality music. Wynton Marsalis says, good music or quality music will change a life.
Yeah, but isn't that from a different perspective? Because like some music is music to people and some of it's junk. Like me, I don't like everything. I like metal.
We are doing quality music. We have mixed it in Capitol recording studios. We got the best musicians in the world.
Yeah.
Jonathan Neuble, even H.B. Barnum. So
yeah.
That's why I'm doing music.
Now, what about you, Jimmy?
Hey.
What you been up to? Hey, y'all, Jimmy my road dog, man. I love this cat here. What you been into?
Man, I've been doing good. Yet doing music. Still at West Angeles working and still doing the family thing. And Laval is just so gracious to allow us to work with him. And I've been working with him for last
10 years.
10 years or more.
It's time to get into this.
And so it's just been a great ride, being able to collaborate with so many different musicians and just even great friends, and so just loving being in this atmosphere, just doing smooth gospel, smooth jazz type music. It's actually the music, it stretches from one end to the other. So I enjoy that type of style of music.
After saying all that though, we just between you and my 10 million, what Laval like behind the scenes? What he like in the studio?
He's a stickler for just making sure the sound and sonically it sounds right, and the material, because material is everything. Song choice, songs for the people to be able to be blessed by and receive what they can get out of it, and he knows what he's doing.
Hey, well, before I get to you, Mike, let me ask you this, Laval. How hard is it to work with friends? Especially if you have to let somebody go.
That's a good question.
That's J. Ross TV.
Yeah. Sometimes to keep it on the real, it's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's a blessing. It stretches me. I learned a lot from working with Mike and Jimmy. You
ever had to call Mike, say, "Hey, Mike, dog, you sucking on this one, bro." Pick up your game.
No. I mean, I learned a lot. I like being around people who make me better too.
Now getting to you, Mike, man. Everybody always talking about Mike. Mike this, Mike that. You got to get Mike. Mike play like this. Ain't nobody better than Mike. So, Mike, how do you get to be in that position? How did you groom yourself to be such an awesome musician?
You always get yourself in a position to learn.
What that mean? That don't mean nothing. What that mean?
What it means is no one is supposed to think and feel like they got it all.
Yeah.
You can always learn. You can always glean from anything. You get inspiration from anything, any person. And so humility.
Yeah, but Mike, what they got to do with your fingers, man?
It enables you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, like you play drums. What they got to do with your hands? See, my people want to know. You cats are at the top of the game, man. How did you get to be at the top?
I'm finna get there.
They don't want to hear nothing about that other stuff.
I'm gonna get there. You know, it allows you to go back to the keyboard and rehone your craft.
Yeah.
You know, day in and day out. You know, and so yes, you know, humility, always getting inspiration from somewhere else will always cause you to go back to the drawing board.
I don't believe that, Mike. I know a lot of non-humilic people that suck as people, but they great musicians.
Right. Yeah.
So, what was your practice regimen?
Well,
Stuff like that.
You know,
Who you steal from? Everybody steal.
I don't steal.
You invent.
He borrowed. I never borrow.
He borrowed. What you say, Laval?
He get loan. He get music loans.
You know, when y'all sitting at the crib, you know, when you was first kind of coming up or in the middle of your game, who did you listen to? What did you? Something had to go like bam to take you up to the next level. A lot of guys can't make it to the next level.
Well, to be honest with you, Jimmy Neuble, his brother Michael, Laval, and of course records such as the Hawkins, Milton Bronston, and all of those guys, and then later Tri-City, and Kevin Bond, and, you know, those guys, and of course Billy Preston is one of my organ playing idols.
Right.
And so, you know, these are the people and records that I've listened to, and of course. My dad and my uncle, they play as well.
Yeah.
So the church background is very important to.
Yeah, but how long did you practice a day?
About an hour, 2 hours a day.
What about you, Jim? Hold on, my bad, Mike. What about you, Jimmy?
Well, I would have to kind of take that back to when I was younger, when I had even more time.
Yeah.
Wow, I would say. A couple of hours, 2-3 hours, but you know, you would kind of filter out throughout the day. But then part of your learning was just, you know, listening to who you like.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I grew up on even a lot of jazz, smooth jazz type stuff. You know, I listen to everybody. But then in gospel, everybody always throws the Hawkins in there because it was always it was something about their music that has such a drive, and you go, wow, I gotta get that. It was even more to it than just even learning, you know, how they played the song. It was just all about, man, there's something about their music that you just gotta get in you.
Well, see, Jimmy, I didn't know the Hawkins. I just got saved 3 years ago.
Right.
So I don't even know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know Calvin Rogers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People like that.
Yeah.
But what about you? Your practice regimen, Laval, did you, I mean, you from St. Louis, and I know you grew up with Marcus and Jeremy Haynes and all them. And not so much it surpassed, but, you know, you went a different way. And what cultivated that?
To make correction, used to sit and watch me play. So I had a
That's what we talking about, in fighting words.
I had a key to the church at 14. I practiced about 3 or 4 hours every day.
Right.
I was pretty committed. I was motivated because I was broke. Poverty.
That's what I'm talking about. Real stuff.
Real stuff, right?
You know, poverty really did motivate me to play. I wanted to be the best. And when I saw Buddy Rich play, I saw his swagger, that he had his own band, and that he was very dominating. And when I saw him, I wanted to be the best.
Now let me ask you this: you being a band leader, what kind of attitude or determination you have to control the attitudes of a bunch of different cats that might not be on the same wavelength that you are?
You got good questions today.
This J. Ross. See, I'm asking stuff that cats that look up at. See, when y'all look, let me tell you something real quick. When I was growing up, Earth, Wind & Fire was my band. So all you hear the songs and all that.
Funny you say, as I told you, I was an Earth, Wind & Fire drummer. The first day I went to do a rehearsal with Earth, Wind & Fire, Maurice White was kind of retiring. He sat in the back and he crossed his legs, and I played for like 2 hours, and they took me in the back to meet him like I was meeting the president.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Maurice and Philip are drummers.
Right.
They're drummers. So Maurice White said, I sat back here and I counted, and he said, you didn't miss nothing. He said, you didn't miss anything. Hey, learn the songs. Play the song. Don't play what you want to play.
Right.
always learn the song.
Well, see, you in a generation now of YouTube. Everybody's playing as fast as they can. So we don't. What you talking about? We don't care about.
Well, I used to. I was known as a solo drummer, so you're supposed to go through a phase where you play as fast as you can. Michael Jordan shot 60 to 70 points, and then he met Phil Jackson. The rest is history.
Yeah.
You have to get someone to hone your raw talent in. But no, man, I practiced. I was committed. Being great is a decision. You don't stumble over being great, and you don't stumble over being successful. David was born gifted, but he practiced to be skillful.
Yeah.
So, it's a choice to be great.
Well, getting back to you, Mike. What about you? You, man, I'm telling you, man. Every time you go somewhere, it's Mike this on these doggone keys, man. What's up with that?
I don't do what everybody does.
Meaning?
Meaning, I made a choice to be successful in music.
But see,
how you do that is you have to allow people to help you do that.
Mike, my viewers gonna ask me. They gonna send me all kind of messages. How come you didn't ask him how he played this run? What was his thought process on this particular passage of music? What inside of you, your creativity that spawns who you are?
I mean, it's inspiration everywhere.
Right? Like what? Like a tree? Grass?
different styles of music, different artists. Like, okay, for instance, like for example, like I listen to a lot of Jeff Lorber. Jeff Lorber has
my cat.
He's groove oriented.
Yeah.
So I pattern my piano playing to like how he approaches the piano groove oriented wise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, those type of things.
All right, now say you in the studio, Laval got everything banging. He tell you, hey man, you can throw a little bit in of yourself right here. So what inside of you to connect the dots to say, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that? Do you think of music before it comes? Notes before it comes, or you just make it up as you go along?
I'm thinking along. Like before I even touch the keyboard, if Laval comes up with a pattern, I'm thinking before, I'm thinking musically what I can put with his pattern.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking bass wise, how that will work. I'm just thinking a far along.
Excuse me.
Showtime. It's all good. Hey y'all, look around them got to go. They tell them to come on. J Ross TV, 10 million strong. Y'all, we holler at them later. Peace.